So on social media, I saw this lady and she asked a good question. And a lot of people who are in the religious realm, for some reason, don't like people asking questions about God and Jesus. But like I said, I took a step back. 10 years ago, when I had my son, even before then, I started stepping back. But when I had my son 10 years ago, I took a huge leap back. And so I'm not in that realm no more. I identify as something else. I'm no longer Christian. I no longer see myself in that Western mindset. You know what I mean? So the lady, she had asked a very good question. She said, I noticed the Bible is written by man and not by God. She's like, if you are all powerful, why don't you write things yourself? So I sat back and I thought about it. And I have thought about this question for a long time because I too had asked this question until I started coming into light of who I am and who my people are and who I truly believe in. So this is why I think you have the greatest people of all time, leaders, right? And you have the presidents, kings. A lot of these people don't write for themselves. They have people that write for them. They write it out, then they have somebody who views it, then they bring it to them, and then they sit there and they look at it, they write, they read it, and then they sign off on it. And I said, God, Yahweh, He is the all-time being. Like, He's the king of His people. He is the omega, like the alpha of His people. Like, He is like the master scientist of His people. He's the one that came to this earth and He created us. Okay, now if I am this master person, and I know a lot of people like me don't like the word master, so I'll try to use something else. But if I'm this all-time being, do you think I will write something myself? No. And the thing of it is, we have to step out of the Western mindset of who they taught us who He is. Basically, they kind of taught us like this hippie, peace, love, yeah. No, no, it's not like that. If you really read the Bible, He was a just God, but He was also a God of wrath. He was a God of like, okay, I set up the kingdom like this. You're not doing this. You're not living a just way, so I'm going to place my wrath upon you. He wasn't this, yeah, everybody love, peace, pass it around. No, He wasn't. The same thing with writing the Bible. Think about it. If you are a king of kings, you can create life. Do you think you would come down and write? No, you would have the people who are below you to write. And I'm not saying that in a demeaning way, you know what I mean? But we're below Him. He created us. So why would He have to write anything? Basically, inspired. That's like me. Like, say somebody all their life I'm walking and talking with them, and then I passed on, or now I'm really old, I'm 90 some years old, and this person is older, say like 40, I don't know, and they said, oh, Sylvia inspired me, this is why I wrote these books. They were also inspired. If you read, it said they were inspired. Sometimes they even said that God, Yah, Yahweh, told them to write these Bibles, to write these books. You know what I mean? Like, so they wrote them. If a king says to you, write this for future generations, you're going to write it. Okay? A king does not have to write nothing. And I'm not justifying, because I know a lot of people are confused about the Bible lately, but they made it like that. They made it so that you don't know your history. You don't know what to read. You don't know how to come back. But my theory is that when somebody says, well, why didn't Yahweh write this Himself? Why should He have to? Don't think the Western mindset. Don't think peace, love, yeah, No, don't think like that. he is a God of wrath. He is a God that, yes, he loves, but he's also a God that will, like, annihilate you. And you have seen it many times in the Bible with Sodom and Gomorrah. He loves people, but if you're not right and you're wicked, you've seen it with the giants. Of course, even after the flood, they remained, some of them, their offsprings, but you see it. So get out that mindset of free love, harmony. Yeah, because no, it even says when he comes back a second time, Jesus will come back with a sword in his hand. Get out that mindset, people. Get out that Western mindset. It's not good.